The year is 1953. In a secret CIA safe house, a man sits in a dimly lit room, his eyes wide with terror. He's been dosed with a substance that will unravel his mind. His heart pounds. He sees shadows that aren't there. He hears whispers that have no source. In minutes, he's a paranoid wreck, convinced his own handlers are out to get him. This was the beginning of a program so dark, so unethical, that its very existence was denied for decades. But we've uncovered the files. And what they reveal is far more disturbing than anyone could imagine. This is the story of MKUltra. A top-secret CIA operation that pushed the boundaries of science and morality, turning human beings into lab rats. The goal? To find a truth serum and a mind control tool that could break any enemy agent. But in their desperate hunt for control, they created nightmares. They dosed unsuspecting agents, soldiers, and even civilians with LSD, a drug that could induce psychosis. They subjected them to sensory deprivation, electric shocks, and psychological torture. And some never recovered. One of the most chilling cases is that of Frank Olson, a biological warfare scientist who, after being secretly dosed with LSD, became so depressed and paranoid that he fell from a hotel window. The official story? Suicide. But his family believed it was murder. Decades later, his body was exhumed and revealed a skull fracture inconsistent with a simple fall. Was he murdered to keep the project secrets? Or was he thrown out as a failed experiment? The files show that MKUltra wasn't just about breaking minds. It was about creating Manchurian candidates, programmed assassins who would carry out missions unknowingly. They experimented with hypnosis, drug-induced amnesia, and even explored the possibility of creating multiple personalities. The program's reach extended beyond US borders, into Canadian hospitals and even European universities. But then, in 1973, the program was abruptly shut down. And here's the twist that will haunt you: the director of the CIA, Richard Helms, ordered all records of MKUltra to be destroyed. Millions of documents were burned, shredded, and pulped. What survived? Just a few fragments, enough to prove the program existed, but not enough to reveal the full extent of the horrors. So, what else was buried? In the files that survived, there are references to Operation Midnight Climax, where prostitutes in CIA safe houses were used to drug unsuspecting Johns with LSD, while researchers watched from behind one-way mirrors. They were looking for ways to control behavior under extreme duress. But they were so reckless that they lost track of subjects, and some died. Today, the legacy of MKUltra remains a murky shadow. The CIA has admitted its existence, but they claim to have no idea what happened to many of the subjects. And here's the real question that haunts us: is it truly over? The agencies that once conducted these experiments now have even more advanced technology. Could they still be conducting mind control research, but in ways we can't even fathom? The files are sealed. But the whispers continue. As we close this dark chapter, remember this: the mind is the most complex and fragile thing we possess. And for those who were sacrificed in the name of national security, we may never know the full truth. But one thing is certain: the truth is often stranger and more terrifying than any fiction. And sometimes, the monsters aren't in the dark. They're in the government labs. What do you think?